Hi everybody, this is Monique. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a story time of how I felt when I found out I was going to be a mom. So if you feel like hearing that story, then keep watching. So basically, oh, by the way, hi to all my old and faithful subscribers. Hi guys, thank you for coming back in. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. So basically, very recently, my churn asked me, how did you feel when you found out you was going to be a mom? And I thought that would be a great story to tell you guys because they thought the story was kind of funny as well. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel sad or anything like that, but a few years back, I was having some issues and problems with my reproductive system. I had some health issues basically, and I was told by several doctors that I could not have children. So suffice it to say, when the relationship with my fiance at the time was progressing into us getting married, I had to sit down with him and have that serious talk to say, listen, it is a strong possibility I could not bear your children. And you know, forever, for some people, marriage is forever. So I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be enough, and he was okay with that. But that was a true serious conversation that I had to have with my significant other, letting them know, you know, what was going down. I mean, of course I told him throughout our dating, but when it started progressing into us planning our future, we were planning our future with the idea of no children. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get to the happy time. So we get married, we have a fabulous honeymoon, and one day he comes to me and was like, "You're late." And comment down below, ladies, if your man does this. But I was like, "Late for what? I'm not late. I don't have no place to go." And he was like, "No, your sister girl late." And I'm thinking to myself, how he know my sister girl late? And I'm the kind of person that I'm not going to say I'm dim-witted, but I have to, when it comes to dates and stuff, I have to write them down or I will forget. The Lord said, do you want a good memory or do you want good? And a friend of mine told me that long ago, tells me that one of my best friends told me that, and that's a little joke between us. So with that being said, I don't have a good memory. So I went to the Dollar Tree. You know the Dollar Tree has pregnancy tests, right? So I went to the Dollar Tree and I took one of them Dollar Tree pregnancy tests, and it was the faintest pink I ever seen in my life. It was so faint that it didn't even look like it was there. So later on that evening, when my husband came home, I was like, I took a pregnancy test and it looked like it said positive, but I'm not sure. And he was so riled up. He was like, I was like, we'll take another one. I was like, okay, we can go in the morning and take one. He was like, no, we going right now. So we go to a 24-hour pharmacy and we get the pregnancy one that says pregnant and not pregnant. So I go and I take the test, and we decided to wrap the test around in tissue so we didn't see the results right away. So I was sitting on the side of the bed, and I had him sitting on the side of me, and I took his hand and I was saying to him, listen, I don't want you to be disappointed again. You know, don't get your hopes up too high, because this was not the first time that we had a false positive where here I was late and him thinking that I was pregnant, and then we take the test and then we were so disappointed. This was not the first time that I saw that disappointment in his eyes, and I just didn't want him to get his hopes up so high and then once again be disappointed. So he goes and gets the test, and he comes back, and he's I'm still sitting on the bed, so he comes sits next to me, and he has the test in his hand, and he pulls it from out of the tissue, and lo and behold, it said the word pregnant big as day. Now him I don't know about you ladies, but if you're a mother or soon to be mother, the one thing that you do want, especially when it's a happy occasion, is for your man, your baby daddy, your husband, your boyfriend, you want them to be happy with joy when they find out that you're pregnant with their child. I remember he beat himself in the chest and was screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he ran back and forth. I wish I was recording, but he ran back and forth screaming like it was the Super Bowl, the NBA finals, hitting the lottery all in one. That is something that I will never forget, his reaction. He has so much joy. He could not even sit still. And me, myself, I was holding the pregnancy test in my hands, and I just prayed to the Lord and thanked him for giving us this blessing. And that just showed me that sometimes prayers do work. Sometimes, not sometimes, but prayers do work. And the Lord saw fit to send us this blessing. This blessing that's going to be 11 later on this month. So I can only explain that as the tears flow down my eyes, this heavy burden that I felt in my chest, it lifted. That joy and contempt is so hard to try to express in words, to find out, from going from being told I couldn't have children to seeing evidence right here that I'm going to be a mom was the best feeling I ever felt in my life. Bigger than being on stage with Prince. But yeah, I was truly happy, and I still feel blessed. I still feel blessed because as a mother, and if you're a mother or soon to be mother, it's nothing better than seeing your children prosper and grow and learn and develop, and they're like the reflection of you, and everything new that they experience, you experience too. So, yeah, that's the end of my sappy story time of how I felt about finding out I was going to be a mom. So if you like hearing that story, go ahead and send that positivity out by going ahead and hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the like button. That's really important. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you feel inclined, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the notification bell. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for my faithful and my new subscribers. And yeah, sure. Bye, guys.